everybody, welcome to class. Today we're going to practice a dynamic strength and stretch class. And the reason that I'm calling it a dynamic class is because we are going to practice activating dynamic tension throughout today's class. And what is dynamic tension? Dynamic tension is the isometric contraction of the muscles in your body. Why is dynamic tension in yoga important? It's important because it brings awareness to your body. It requires concentration. Because you're strengthening contracted muscles, that leads to greater mobility within your joints. And the most important thing is that it creates stability and safety throughout your practice. That's how I teach my yoga classes, and that's how I was trained to. So I hope that you enjoy this class. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's do the positive affirmation card of the day. Life supports me. Life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. Find a comfortable seated position, whether or not that is crisscross, or maybe just allowing one leg to be in front of the other. Give me a big breath in, roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your belly button into your spine and align yourself so that your shoulders are aligned over your hips. Your hands can be anywhere that it feels good on your lap. I invite you to close your eyes, and we're going to connect to our breath. Give me one big breath in through your nose, breathing in. Breathe out through your mouth. Again, breathe in nice and big, fill your belly, expand your lungs, and fill your chest. Let it go through your mouth. Let's change to breathing in and out through our nose for the count of 4. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, extend the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Exhale, root down, send the breath down to your hips. 2 more big breaths like that. Focus on inhaling to your belly first, filling your lungs, filling your chest. And as you exhale, we exhale in reverse, letting the breath go through the chest, drawing the ribs down and toward each other and emptying out the belly. Last breath. On our next inhale, bring your hands over your head. Exhale, go ahead and bring the right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you. Breathing in, extend the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Relax your shoulders back and down. Belly is lifted. Maybe we look over our shoulder. On our next inhale, bring hands above the head. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhaling, exhaling gently, looking over our shoulder, making sure that our hips and belly are still square to the front. Last breath. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's connect breath to movement. Inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's get the breath flowing. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time, inhale, hands above head. This time you're going to cactus the arms, pull the elbows down. Inhale, your hands above the head. Exhale to heart center. Let's make our way to our hands and knees, tabletop position. Fingers nice and wide on the mat, wrists underneath the shoulders. The knees are going to be underneath the hips. We're going to start to warm up our spine by going into some cat-cows. Drop your belly, tilt your tailbone and the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Shoulders are back. As you exhale, keep lifting through your belly, crunching your abs, separating your shoulder blades, pressing your hands into the mat. Match breath to movement. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last breath here. Let's come to a neutral spine. Big toes to touch. Send your hips back by your toes and come back to take your first child's pose of class. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Pull down through your left hip. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, walk hands to center, and exhale, walk your hands over to the other side. Reaching through your right hand and pressing down through your right hip. On your next inhale, bring your hands back to center. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, make your way back to tabletop. We're going to lift our left hand. Hips and belly button square to the floor. On the exhale, we're going to do a crunch. So you're going to thread left hand underneath right arm and you're going to reach. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Core is locked and loaded. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, hold it here. And as you breathe out, back to tabletop. Other side. Right hand lifts. Big inhale. As you exhale, thread it through. Inhale, come up. Exhale, thread it through. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one. Inhale, hold it all the way up. Stack your shoulders, reach, maybe look up toward your hand. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to modified plank. Exhale all the way down, elbows by the ribs and come down, hips, belly, chest. Squeeze your booty, brace your core, lift your heart, baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, baby cobra. Keep the back of your neck open, maintain alignment between your neck and your spine. Exhale, come down. Inhale, baby cobra. This time we hold baby cobra, squeeze your booty, brace your core, maybe lift your hands off the mat. 3 breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Elbows are pointed toward the back of the mat. Shoulders are out of the ear. Your neck is nice and long. Last breath. Exhale, press back, child's pose. On our next inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Let's take it to our first down dog of the day. Inhale, one heel up. Exhale it down. Find any movement here that feels good. Take a moment. Look at your feet. You want feet to be about hips distance apart. Big bend in your knees. Looking at your hands are about shoulder distance apart. Fingers pressed into the mat, mainly through your index finger and your thumb, right? And the palm of your hand is lifted. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your belly button high into your spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Bend your knees a lot. Look towards your hands. Walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. Inhale to flat back extension. Knees are soft. Shoulders are back and down. Belly's lifted. Your head is in line with your heart. Your heart is in line with your hips. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Flat back. Hands can be on the shins. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Flat back. Last time. Exhale. Fold. Bend your knees a lot with a nice long spine. Circle sweep hands up toward the ceiling, tall mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to tall mountain. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze your booty, brace your core, draw your shoulders back and down. Hands are active. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, soften through the knees, tip from the hips, brace the core, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to tall mountain. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to tall mountain. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Bend your knees a lot. Send your hands up above your head for chair pose. Your knees are going to come behind your toes. Your feet are about hips distance apart. Draw your tailbone to the floor, engage your core. Relax, shoulders back and down. Actively reach through your hands. as you ground down through your hips. Last breath here, breathing in. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Inhaling, twist to the right. Bring your left shoulder and your elbow over to your right quad. Not necessary for you to hook the right elbow or the left elbow on the right quad. The most important thing here is that your hands are actively pressed into each other. Your shoulders are back. Your spine is long. Breathing in, breathing out. Peek down at your knees. Make sure that your knees are in line with each other. Inhale, keep your hands together. Come all the way up to tall mountain. Exhale, sit back for chair. Inhale. Exhale, a little lower. Check into all of your points of alignment. Your heart is lifted. Breathing in. As we breathe out, we bring hands to heart center. Breathe in, lengthen your spine, shoulders are back. Breathe out and twist in the other direction. All right, we're just warming up. So again, not necessary to hook the elbow onto the quad. The most important thing here is that you're pressing your hands into each other, that your belly's lifted high into the spine. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep your palms together. Inhale all the way up, straighten the legs, tall mountain. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze your butt, brace your core, lift your heart. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, soften through the knees, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Modified or full. Hold it here for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank to the right. Ground down through the right hand. Modified by bringing right knee underneath right hip. Left hand lifts. Stack your shoulders. A little bit more. Stack or stagger your feet. Hold it here. Squeeze your obliques. Crunch your abs. Lift your hand. Maybe look up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take it to plank. Shift your shoulders past your wrists and come halfway down. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. Press the mat away. Up dog or cobra. Crown of the head points straight toward the ceiling. Lift up and in through your belly button. Press back to down dog. Full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. On our next inhale, take it out to plank. Hold it in plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank on the left. Stack or stagger your feet, or modify, bringing left knee underneath left shoulder. Last breath. Come back to plank. Modified or full. Again, bringing shoulders past the wrists, and it's a tricep press down. Actively press your hands into the mat. Now press the mat away. Up dog or cobra. We exhale, down dog. Breathe here. 2 more breaths, nice and deep. Last breath. We're going to move into our sun salutations. Bend your knees a lot. Look towards your hands. Walk your hands to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees. Nice long spine all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Right leg steps back. Kneeling or a low lunge. On your exhale, come halfway down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg steps forward. We exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, tall mountain. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, left leg steps back to plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. We exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Tip from the hips, brace the core. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back with the left leg to plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. We exhale to down dog. Inhale, step forward with the left leg. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, halfway down. Chest doesn't go past elbow height. Now press the mat away on the inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. We exhale, down dog. One more. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Hold your down dog. 3 breaths. Check into your alignment. Look at your hands. Press down through your index finger and your thumb. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lengthen your spine. Last breath. On your next inhale, your right leg is going to come up for 3-legged dog. Bring right knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right foot steps between the hands. Lengthen through your spine here. Align your right ankle over align your right knee over your right ankle. Plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Spine is long, belly's lifted. Take your right hand up toward the ceiling or the sky for lunge twist. Last breath. Breathing in. As you breathe out, bring the right hand outside of the right foot. And from here, we're going to take extended pyramid pose. So you're going to stay on the ball of the back foot. You're going to softly stretch and straighten the right leg. Right knee is soft. Bring your forehead toward your toes. Hands can be on your shin or the floor. There's as much of a bend in your knee as you need to feel the stretch down the right hamstring. 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, bring the right knee in line with the right ankle. Come through low lunge. Breathe in nice and big. All the way up, crescent lunge, hands above the head. Exhale, ground down through your hips, reach up with your hands. Your hands are over your shoulders are over your hips. Tuck your tailbone, feel the stretch in the left hip flexor. Last breath here. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So you're gonna plant the back foot. Right knee stays aligned over the right ankle. Make sure that you can see that big toe. Now open your hips and your chest toward the long edge of the mat. All right, make sure that your hips are underneath your shoulder. Notice if you're reaching forward, bring your shoulders back over your hips. Your gaze is over your front fingers. Last breath. On our next inhale, we come up for 5-pointed star. So heels slightly turned in, toes slightly turned out, both hands up. Exhale, bring palms together and come down to a wide squat. Thumbs at the sternum, breathe in and breathe out, a little lower. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. On our next inhale, come all the way back up to 5-pointed star. Now we're going to take standing straddle splits. So bring your heels back behind your toes. Soften through your knees, tilt from your hips. Forward fold. Knees are soft. Hands can come to the ankles, to the floor, right underneath the heart. Release your head, neck, and shoulders. On your next inhale, come up to a flat back. You're going to place your left hand underneath your heart. Your right hand is going to lift up. Hips and belly button stay squared to the floor. Maybe a little bit more, you lift up to the fingers. Knees are soft. Notice if your hips are tilting. Last breath. Actively reach through that lifted hand. All right, now keep the flat back. Bring your hands parallel to your shoulders. Last breath. Opposite hand. So now it's the right hand underneath your heart. Hips and belly button squared to the floor. Knees are soft. Extend the crown of your head toward me. Last breath. All right, keep the flat back. Come back to center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Go ahead. Release all the way back to that wide leg forward fold, standing straddle split. Bend your knees a lot. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Come to low lunge. Lengthen through your spine. Plant your hands. Modified or full plank. Exhale halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Last breath, or full cycle of breath. Other side. Left leg lifts. Keep the left foot flexed, left knee to nose. Crunch. Send it up. Now, left foot steps between the hands. Lengthen your spine. Plant the right hand underneath the right shoulder. So spine is long, belly's lifted. Twist left hand toward the ceiling. Shoulders are stacked. Actively reach. Last breath. As you exhale, left hand outside of left foot. We come up for extended pyramid, hips lift. All right, remember, bring the forehead toward the toes. Left knee is soft. One more breath. On your next inhale, Come through low lunge, so left knee aligns over the left ankle. Inhale, hands above head, crescent. Exhale, sink down, press into the ball of the back foot. Core is activated. Shoulders are relaxed. Reach with your hands, ground down with your hips. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. And then as we breathe out, warrior two. Check into all of your points of alignment, shoulders over hips. Can you see your big toe? Look over your front fingers. On your next inhale, come up for 5-pointed star. Connect your palms and exhale, sit back into a squat. Shoulders are back. Breathe in, breathe out. I want your hips underneath your shoulders as much as you can. Bring your tailbone under, activate your core. Actively press your hands into each other and feel your shoulder girdle activate. Last breath. On our next inhale, 5-pointed star. Bring your toes behind your heels. Brace your belly with a nice long spine. Go ahead, take the wide leg forward fold, standing straddle splits. Knees are soft. Last breath. Okay, soften through your knees. Inhale, hands all the way back up, standing straddle splits, or 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands to heart center, come back down into that squat. All right, here your option is try lifting one heel, bring it down. Lift the other heel, bring it down. Maybe we lift both. On your next exhale, bring it down. Fourth, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, take a flat back. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of the mat. Low lunge. Step back to plank, modified or full. Shoulders past the wrists, we come halfway down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. We exhale to down dog. Last breath, and we'll keep it moving. We'll pick up the pace, and we'll add in some poses. On your next inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, crunch. Send it back. Right foot steps between the hands. This time we inhale all the way up, crescent lunge. As we exhale, we take the right hand to the back of the mat and the left hand to the front. Hips and belly button stay squared. Bring that knee aligned over the right ankle. Last breath. Actively reach with that right hand behind you. Extend the crown of your head toward the ceiling. All right. Right hand comes down. Inhale, both hands above the head, crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. You're still on the ball of the back foot. Go ahead, brace your core, lengthen your spine, shoulders are back. You're gonna tip forward from the hips. You're gonna come to a flat back here. So notice your stability. If you feel a little wobbly, set your feet further apart. flat back, think about bringing your right hip back and your left hip forward to keep your hips level and extend through the crown of your head. Option for a little bit more, your hands can stay at heart center, or a little bit more, bring your palms parallel to the floor. All right, that right knee soft. Give me one last breath here. As you exhale, go ahead. Bring the hands to the floor, the calf. Take the stretch. Last breath. On your inhale, bend your right knee a lot. Bring it back over your right ankle. Hands above the head, crescent. As you exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, flowing squats. Inhale, come up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, up. Exhale, hold the squat. Option here to lift the heels. Last breath. Heels down, forward fold. Bend your left knee a lot. We're going to take a side lunge to the back of the mat. Okay. You can come up to your heel. You can bring your whole foot to the floor. Hands can be on the floor, or your hands can be at heart center. Steady your breath. Bring your hands to the floor and walk back to the front of your mat, taking the side lunge to the other side. All right, so choosing the option that feels good. Hands at heart center. Actively press your hands into each other. Don't forget about your shoulder girdle. Last breath. Hands come to the floor. Walk your hands to the front of the mat and come through low lunge. Lengthen through your spine. Step back to plank. Hold plank. Halfway down. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Down dog. Other side. Left leg lifts, breathing in. Left knee to left elbow, crunch. Send it back. Left foot steps between the hands and inhale all the way up. Exhale, sink down. Activate your core, relax your shoulders. Option here to take a back bend. To take the back bend, you squeeze your booty, brace your core. All right, don't let your head hang back or fall back. Just lift your heart. Last breath. All right, bring chin to chest and the crown of your head back up. Inhale, let's take that twist. Breathing in. As we breathe out, we bring the left hand to the back of the mat and the right hand to the front. Actively reaching through both hands. Shoulders stay relaxed and down. Hips and belly button stay squared to the front. Last breath. Back hand comes down, breathing in. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Start to straighten through the left leg as you come to a flat back. Think about bringing your left hip back and your right hip forward to keep the hips level. All right? Aesthetics don't matter. You just want your chest to be as parallel to the mat as it feels good. Option to open up the hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Maybe different variation, we bring the hands above the head. Lots of options. Last breath. As we exhale, go ahead, forward fold over the left leg, extended pyramid pose. Last breath here. Bend your left knee a lot. Bring it back in line over your left ankle. Inhale, hands above head, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. All right, adjust your stance as you need to. Shoulders over hips. Inhale, five-pointed star, flowing squats. Exhale, hands through heart center, come down and squat. Inhale. Exhale. Two more, breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last breath here. Exhale, take the forward fold. Heels behind the toes now. Come through flat back. And I'm going to turn back to the camera so I can show you guys. So we're going to come to flat back, right? Bring your hands back to heart center. Come back to that squat. So we're here. All right. Then bring your thumbs to the inside of your knees. Spine is long. Lift your belly slightly, tip forward. Go ahead, dip the left shoulder down. Look over the right. Come back to center. Change sides. Come back to center. And take the forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Step back to plank. Halfway down. Up dog or cobra. We exhale, down dog. Two more breaths here. We have one more round of standing work, and then we'll start to go into our balancing postures. Last breath here. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Let's bring right knee to nose, and then bring the right knee to the left elbow. Center, send it back, three-legged dog. Right foot steps between the hands. We inhale, hands above head, crescent. Go ahead, exhale, bring hands right to heart center. We're gonna take a twist. Breathe in, lengthen your spine, brace your core. Breathe out, left elbow, right quad. All right, once you're here, press your hands into each other. Core is locked and loaded to protect the low back. Maybe we follow the direction of our twist with our gaze. Last breath. On our next inhale, come all the way back up, crescent, breathing in. As soon as we breathe out, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, come down and squat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, squat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two, back to the front of the mat. Hold it here. Last breath. Triangle pose. You're going to straighten through the right leg. All right, remember, don't lock out the knee, keep it soft. You're going to reach forward with the right hand. Hips are going to tilt. Right hand comes to the inside of the right leg. Left hand option can be on the hip, or you can extend the left hand. All right, the most important thing in your triangle pose, it doesn't matter about touching the floor. All right, you want your chest and your hips to be open toward the side of your mat. So notice if you're rounding through your spine, just so that you can touch the floor. All right, triangle pose can be all the way up here, and my spine is nice and long. All right, this is all core. And we have options if you want to take it to extended triangle. Bring that left bicep by the ear. Give me one more breath here. As you exhale, bend the right knee a lot. Make your way to low lunge. Step back to plank, hold plank. All right, option to do this on your knees. We're gonna tap the knee. All right, if you're in modified plank, you just lift the knee. All right, we're gonna do that. 5 more breaths. Last breath. All right, plank, halfway down, up dog or cobra. Exhale. Let's get right to it. Left leg lifts, breathing in. Bring left knee to nose, left knee to right elbow, left knee to nose. Send it back. Left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Brace your core. Exhale, twist. Right elbow on the left quad. Draw your shoulders out of your ears. Belly's lifted. Last breath. Inhale, hands above the head, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 back to the front of your mat. Triangle pose on this side. Straighten through the left leg. Reach forward. Left hand on the inside of the left leg. Shoulders are stacked. It's your core that's holding you up. Your spine is long. Maybe you have stability, we look up toward our hands. If you feel unstable, look back toward the mat. Last breath. Make your way to low lunge. Step back to plank. Side plank on the right. Modified or full. Option here. Your left leg is behind your right. Come to the ball of the left foot. You're on the outer edge of the right. Turn your hips and your chest toward the ceiling. Lifted hand reaching above the head. Wild thing. Come back through side plank when you're ready to plank. And we're going to do that on left. Side plank first. Stack or stagger the feet. Variation for the knee is always available. Come back through side plank. Plank. Last chaturanga of class. Halfway down. Up dog or cobra. We exhale, down dog. Option to take child's pose. We're going to take about 5 breaths here to rest. When the practice gets hard and your breath is high and tight in your chest. I want you, as soon as you notice that, to start to steady your breath, start to even it, start to make it deeper and slower. Right leg is going to lift, three-legged dog. Right foot steps between the hands. We're going to inhale to crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, your left leg is going to come to the front at a 90-degree angle. We're going to come to standing staff. All right, once you're steady here, find something to look at that's not moving. Lifted foot's flexed. Last breath. Okay. We're going to take dancer pose. So lots of options here. You're going to bring that left knee underneath the left hip. You're going to grab the outside of the left foot. Right hand extends up. If this feels good, stay here. All right, a little bit more. Gently press the foot into the hand. Tip forward. Hips are square to the floor. Standing knee is bent. Steady your breath. Last breath. Gently come back up. Right hand back up toward the ceiling. Release the left foot. Inhale, inhale both hands back up. Back to standing staff. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand behind you. All right, shoulders back, hips and belly button are squared to the front of your mat. You can keep the hand on the knee a little bit more. Wrap the toe, index finger, middle finger around the big toe, thumb across the top. Last breath. All right, gently release. Inhale, back to standing staff. We're almost done. All right, slowly touch down if you need to with the left foot. You're going to come to standing splits. So hands are going to come to the floor, right underneath the shoulders. Your left knee is bent. Hips are square to the floor. Spine is long. Your left knee is going to come outside of your right ankle for one yogi squat. Come down, crunch as you come down. Exhale, come up. All right, left knee outside of right ankle. Come all the way down this time. We're going to take a seat. Seated twist. I'm going to turn so I can face the camera. Seated twist should look like this. Or your option, if that is too intense, if your right booty cheek is coming up off the mat, you're going to bring your right foot outside of your shin, right? And we're here. All right, but if your butt cheeks are grounded to the mat, you can go ahead and hook that right leg outside the quad. Once you're here, you breathe in to lengthen your spine, right? Belly's lifted, shoulders are back. Exhale, twist. All right. Notice the left hand on the right knee. Notice if you're forcing or cranking. You don't want to force or crank the twist. Your hand is just gently resting on the leg. You can bring out elbow outside of the knee. And just one more variation of this seated twist. So option to stay here, or we take the left hand to the outside of the right foot, so the leg that is on top, right? Once you're here, you gently press the foot into the hand. Again, aesthetics don't matter. You're getting the stretch all along the outside of your glute. All right, you're still in the twist. Back hand can stay resting on the floor. You can lift it, spine is long, keep the shoulders back, and the core engaged. Breathing in, breathing out, gently unwind. So you guys should still be facing the front of your mats. I'm going to turn to the front of my mat. We're going to take a seated forward fold. So if you need to, go ahead and send your hips back so that your legs are completely on the mat. Knees are soft, feet are flexed. Spine is long. Inhale, hands above head. Exhale, tip forward from the hips. So your heart, again, is going towards your feet, not toward the floor. So breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe deep, keep your feet flexed, no pulling on your feet, no forcing the forward fold, you just go where you go. And you'll notice, after about 20 seconds, you can go a little bit deeper. Last breath. Walk your hands in and bring your knees up, soles of the feet toward the mat. Scoot your hips forward, hands underneath the knees. We're going to take one roll of the back. So use the weight of your legs. Bring yourself back, one roll. All right, come through all the way up. Plant your hands, step back, down dog. Other side. Left leg lifts. Left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Right leg comes to the front, standing staff. Inhale, your hands above the head. Hold it here. Lifted foot's flexed. Your knee is in line with the hip. Relax your shoulders. Last breath. Now, right hand on the outside of the right foot. Bring the right knee underneath the right hip. So your option is to stay here. For dancer, gently press foot into the hand, hips and belly button squared to the floor. Standing knees bent. Steady your gaze. Steady your breath. Come back up. Release the foot. Inhale again, hands up to standing staff. Here's the twist. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. Right hand to the back of your mat, left hand to the knee. All right, hips and belly button are squared forward. A little bit more, wrap the toe. If you need to stop and shake it out, go for it. Breath. Right, release back through standing staff, and on the exhale, standing split. So again, touch down, shake it out if you need to, a little break. As soon as you're ready, standing split. All right, left knee soft. Hips are square to the floor, 90-degree bend on that right leg, right foot still flexed. Hands are underneath the shoulders. All right, we got one yogi squat. Right knee outside of left ankle. Come down, crunch your core. Exhale, send it back up. All right. Now, left knee, right knee outside of left ankle. Calm all the way down to the seat. Again, I'm going to turn to face you guys. All right. Notice the differences on this side. Do we need to place our foot in front of our shin? Do we, or can we, bring the left foot outside of the quad? All right, most important thing is that your booty cheeks are grounded, that your spine is long. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out to twist. Hand is gently placed behind you, looking over the shoulder again. Notice if you're pulling or cranking that twist. A little bit more. It's the right hand now on the outside of the left foot. Gently press into the hand. Opposite hand lifts. All right, keep the shoulders back and down. Keep extending the crown of your head toward the sky. Last breath here. And exhale, gently come down. Okay, this time, I'm going to turn back to the front of the mat. So this time, instead of taking the roll of the spine, we're still going to bring the hands beneath the knees, but we're going to take boat pose. So just come up for boat. Feet can be on the mat, parallel. Your hands can stay behind your knees for stability. You can send the hands out. Shoulders are back and down. If you're shaking or wobbling, that's good. One more breath. Okay. Touch down. Take a break if you need it. Or come with me. Hands on the calf. Start to work towards straighter legs. Maybe wrap the toes. All right, once you're here, notice if your shoulders are round and bring your shoulders back. Last breath. All right, bring knees to chest. Soles of feet on the floor. Okay, your fingertips are going to face the front of your mat. All right, hands nice and wide on the mat. Your wrists are going to be underneath your shoulders. We're going to take reverse tabletop. All right. Squeeze your butt, lift your hips. All right, so you want your feet to be at a 90-degree angle. So just keep squeezing your booty. All right, make sure that your head is not hanging back. You want to maintain neck and spinal alignment. It's a great shoulder opener, strengthener. Last breath. Gently come down. Bring the hands back underneath the knees. And go ahead, take that one roll. We're going to take it back to down dog one last time. So knees to chest, take one roll of the spine. No momentum. Come all the way up. Plant the hands. Step back. Down dog. Right leg is going to lift. Three-legged dog. You're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist. Flex the right foot and send the right foot to the left side of the mat. You're going to walk your left leg back. Square your hips to the front. This right foot stays flexed. Breathe in to lengthen your spine. Top of the back foot is flat on the mat. Think about your right hip moving back and your left hip moving forward. This is a deep hip opener. Last breath. If it feels good, go ahead and move on to forearms. bit more. Go ahead, walk your hands out, bring your forehead to the mat. Start to walk your hands in, come through elbows to your hands. Go ahead, tuck the left toes back under. And we're going to take it back to down dog. This is going to be the last down dog of the class. Step back to down. Pedal your feet out, just like we did at the beginning of class. Left leg lifts. Bring left knee to left wrist and the right foot left foot flexed to the right side of the mat. All right, walk your leg back, level your hips, top of the back foot's flat on the mat. Breathe into the length in your spine. As soon as you're ready for more, take it to the forearms. Take a couple breaths here. And move on. Walk your hands out, bring your forehead flat to the mat. Start to make your way back up. Through your forearms. Back to your hands. Okay, and from here we're going to come on to the left booty cheek. Right leg is going to swing to the front. I'm going to turn back to see you guys. All right, so we're just gonna make our way to a seated butterfly pose. All right, soles of the feet together, shoulders back and down. All right, so we have a few options here. I want to do some shoulder stretches or arm stretches. We're gonna bring the right hand up, down the center of our back. Left hand on the right elbow. All right. Hold it here. Last breath. Go ahead, release. Soles of the feet on the mat, walk your hands out. Walk your legs out. Left foot, left elbow down the center of your back, right hand on the elbow. Hold it here. Go ahead. release, shake it out. All right, a couple more stretches and we'll finish up class. Right foot, left foot on the inside of your right leg. Right foot's flexed, knee is soft. Inhale, your hands above the head. Exhale, forward fold over that right leg. Again, moving your heart forward versus down. Creating that dynamic tension in our hamstring by keeping our right foot flexed and our right knee soft. Start to walk your hands in, just switch sides. All right, you want your leg to be in line with your hip, foot's flexed, spine is long. Inhale your hands up, exhale, come forward. Start to walk your hands in. All right, bring your knees back up toward the ceiling or the sky, soles of the feet on the mat, hands behind your knees. We're gonna roll back one last time. This time we're gonna stay back, knees to chest. Bring your hands down by your sides. Bring your feet to the mat. Lift your hips, send them over to the right as your knees come down to the left. Go ahead and move your hands out of the way. Cactus your arms or send your hands out long, palms face down. Maybe looking over or looking to our right hand. Bring your knees back up toward the ceiling, soles of the feet to the mat. Lift your hips, send them over to the left as your knees come down to the right, looking to your left hand. Bring your knees back up toward the ceiling, soles of the feet on the mat. Breathe in and bring your knees to chest, hands on your shins. Lift your tailbone, lift your shoulders. Give me a big breath in here. Take an extra sip of air at the top. And exhale. Shavasana, final relaxation. Send your legs out long. Hands down by your sides. Close your eyes. I ask you to stay in Shavasana for as long